All right, with the coronavirus, I spoke earlier in a previous video about the headlines in the news. And what I want to offer today is this idea of your own headline in your own news about the coronavirus. Because there's the situation, the coronavirus, and then there's the headline that we have in our own mind about it. And so I think it can be helpful to find ways to offer ourselves some relief in this time. And so the way to do that is notice the headline that you have. So some examples that I've seen are things like everything's on hold, or this is uncontrollable, or there's nothing I can do here, or we're all at risk. Those are all some different headlines that I've noticed, that I've seen, that I've experienced, that clients of mine have experienced, and that they've noticed in their mind. And we want to draw attention to what those headlines are. Because if we don't notice that they're just the headline in our head, just the headline, just the title of the story, not the fact itself. It's just the title, the story, headline. That's it. When we notice that, it gives us the opportunity to then help ourselves find some relief. So notice the headline. Ask yourself, whatever it is, it might be, this is what it is. This is just the situation. I'm doing fine. I can handle this. Whatever it is, like those might be your headlines too. So the ones I shared earlier were all ones that tend to feel not good, but there are other options as well. So whatever is the predominant headline you're experiencing in your head, write it down. And knowing now what that headline is, I want you to ask yourself, okay, how does that headline feel? You don't have to know a specific word. You don't have to get super specific. If you have one, great. Let yourself know it. But just know, how does it feel? And then ask yourself, okay, what would feel just a little bit more relieving? What would give me just a tiny sense of ease from that headline? And so then you craft a new headline. And then from that, ask yourself, okay, how could I find a little bit more relief? What would give me just a little bit more sense of ease from that headline, and come up with a new one? What this does is it helps you find some relief where you're at now. So if your headline is everything's on hold and there's nothing I can do, if that's your headline, ask yourself, how does that feel? Powerless. Feels powerless. Okay. Now ask yourself, what other headline could I have that still seems true to me in this moment, but feels just a little better? Okay. So we're going from everything's on hold and there's nothing I can do, which feels powerless, to, there are some things that I could do in this moment. In this terrible moment, there are some things I can do. That feels just a little bit better. What feels a little bit better than that? I'm not sure exactly what to do right now. I'm not sure exactly what to do right now. That feels just a little bit better. So how could I feel just a little more sense of ease? It might be, I'm not sure exactly what to do right now, and that's okay. And that's okay that I don't know. It's okay that I don't know exactly what to do right now. And, maybe there is no right way to respond here. Maybe it's fine to not know. There could be some relief in not knowing. I could figure it out. It's possible I could figure out some ideas for what to do. Okay, you know what? I'm coming up with some ideas. There are things I can do. I have things I can do here. There are things in my power. And so notice how what we did is we started with one headline. that felt powerless, and we ended with one that felt powerful. There are things I can do in my power. And we didn't try to force a thought that didn't feel true, but we took ourselves to just a little bit more relief, a little bit more relief, a little bit more relief, a little bit greater sense of ease each time. Guided our mind, managed our mind in that way to create a headline that allowed us to feel something that was more helpful for us, that felt better for us. And when we can feel just a little bit sense of relief, just a little bit better, we can show up for ourselves in that way, and we can do things from that place to ease some of the mental tension and suffering that might be happening and feel just a little bit more relief that is available to you. And so I offer this technique as a means to help as you're going through the coming days, the coming moments. There is relief that you can have right now. And so it starts with knowing your predominant headline and helping yourself to feel your way to one that serves you better. Thank you.